their academic in full fledged with I think offline classes, and now who are wandering for such an opportunity, where this opportunity will give them a very hope in filling up the gap which they have not which have lost in this 2 academic years. So this I thank our chief guest in our thing who has readily accepted our invitation and delivering such a motivation talk to us. Welcome you, sir. And I welcome all my students and my staff members who are here to have this session go on and make this opportunity students to be it second year, third year, or final year. We are supposed to start up with a new goal setting up for ourselves so that such a person you can ask or doubts wherever you require, and take this opportunity to build up your career. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for a wonderful speech. Mr. Asif Iqbal, founder member of Neo.ai, Director, IamNeo.ai, founded in 2016, is an AI-powered edtech startup from Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. Is among us to nurture us regarding startup for IT skills gap. Today, person, our chief guest, we invite him to motivate us and share his knowledge and wisdom to build our careers. Sir, please.
Good evening, all. Thank you for the lovely introduction. So, I understand that you guys are from various backgrounds. So, before we get started off with the session, I just wanted to have a quick understanding of who are the participants in this particular, discussion, right? So, one of you, who are the coordinators, can just give me an overview of who's participating.
Subiksha.
Yeah, hi, Subiksha. So there are 72 participants here. All of them are final year students, or are they third year students,
No, sir.
different
They are from
departments?
second year to third year and final year, sir. All these students are here present, sir.
Second year to third year.
Yes,
All
third year
right,
and also final year, sir.
all right, all right, all
Okay,
right.
sir. Yes.
So can we have this session a little more interactive? I understand this is an online session, right? So you can respond to whatever I'm asking over a chat, right? So all the students like who really want to become an entrepreneur, can you just say yes in the chat box?
See, the sir is asking a question who all want to become an entrepreneur. So if you want to become an entrepreneur, please put it in your chat box at yes.
Great, I'm getting some yeses. So I remember being like you guys when I was at college, right? And I happened to go through different experiences in life, and eventually I landed up where I am right now, right? So who am I, right? So what is the credibility for me to give a session to young folks like you, right? So yeah, here's a brief about myself, right? Um, Basically, I'm an engineering graduate, right? And after finishing off my engineering, I joined an IT firm, right? And I worked with companies like Tata Consultancy Services and Accenture, predominantly working as a developer, right? But deep down, like I always had an aspiration to, build a team and solve a pressing problem, right? So during my tenure in the software industry, I had a deep interest in education, and eventually I decided to quit my IT career and got into the education sector. So today I am a founding team member at IamNeo.ai, right? Earlier it was known as Examly, right? Where it is a combination of the things that I like, right? One is it is a software company. One, Second, it is an education company, right? And third, it is addressing the learners, right, uh, right from the college segment, right? So it is like a diagram where all the three rings meet together, and I'm also interested in the interaction with fellow educators and professors, right, to see how education can be improved with the help of technology. So all these things met together in the current organization, and eventually I kicked off, right? So generally, when it comes to starting off a company, it is important that you address a pressing problem, and your solutions should be robust and obviously scalable. It should be scalable, as in it should be possible for you to implement at a larger scale, right? So let's move on to the next slide. So I would like to tell you about the problem that we are solving at imneo.ai, right? So you might have noticed, right? I personally have had noticed this. One is that I have experiences working in the software industry, and I have also been involved in recruitment. So what happens is, at the industry level, the technology is like rapidly changing, right? Right now, people expect you to code in Python, right? Few years back it was C++, and before that it was C. Then there was a boom for several different languages. In terms of languages, then there was a boom for data analytics. Today, people are talking about blockchain, right? So all these things are happening within the same decade, right? So it is like really going fast. But what happens is, like, the graduates who are passing out, right, from the universities, they are not meeting up with the expectation of the industry, right? So and even if they try to meet an expectation of the industry, they finish 4 years of engineering, and then they have to do a certain set of courses to land in a job, right? And because of that, the fundamental, you might finish off your engineering and get or learn data science or latest upcoming technology, but your fundamentals should be strengthened when you are studying at college, right? So it'll be great if there is a learning journey that is recorded at one place, right? So right now, what you do is, like, you finish 4 years of college, you have done some courses on Coursera or Udemy or whatever, right? And physical classrooms. So different levels you have done it, and we don't have like a concrete data as to what your skill sets are, right? So that is one of the reasons the industry is also suffering, and as learners and graduates, you will also suffer, right? So at IMNEO, we are solving this particular problem. Yeah, next. Right. So here, the kind of solution that we are giving is, we have one single software platform, right? And all the IT upskilling takes place there. The learning in the platform happens, not only individually, right? What happens is, like, generally, uh, when it comes to the industry, you will work in teams, right? You need to collaborate with each other, right? It is not like an individual skill set, right? It's not like you're going to work independently all the time, right? When you are solving a problem at scale, you need to work in collaboration with others, right? So our platform also gives an option to not only to individually skill up, but also through collaboration in pods, right? And thirdly, our platform serves as a one single learning repository, right? So right from you start off your college until you finish off your college, whatever courses that you're doing, whatever exercises that you're doing, everything is recorded and available as a live resume in our platform, right? So this platform specifically, we designed it for university, and we call it as Neo Colab. it is a product from our organization, I am Neo.ai, right? So next. So in terms of the business aspects of it, we connect as a B2B model where we directly interact with the universities and colleges. They are our customers, and we clearly understand that learning has to happen with the help of the teachers as well as technology, right? So we automate all the mundane tasks done by the faculty members so that they can focus on what is more important, right? So we basically, our platform acts as a assistant for your professors, and along with the platform, we have several exercises. Like generally, if you take your laboratory course, probably like you might have 20 or 30 exercises, right? So what we do is like we provide industry grade content for each course. The university subscribes. Each student will get at least 100 to 150 exercises per course, right? So this way, we also provide them an opportunity to identify the learning gaps. Next. Right. So this is how we are kind of positioned. So right now, conventional computer science lab has, you have all your softwares installed and Turbo C, Turbo C++ compilers. So what we have is a online IDE, and Ramnan, you can keep on moving. Right, and right now, the coding is being evaluated manually, right? Your faculty members comes to your desk and sees what you have done and all that. But our platform has an option to evaluate, automatically evaluate, right? And earlier right now, in terms of your monitoring and those aspects, the faculty members come to each desk and see what you're doing, how you're progressing, and all that. But we have built a dashboard where your faculty members can easily see where you're stuck, and you will also have a chat option there, then and there, so that you can quickly connect. The faculty also can connect with the students, and the students can also connect with the faculties as to how and where they are progressing, right? And for the faculty members, right now it is kind of very difficult to have like a progress report, right? Everything is being done manually in an Excel sheet, right? So we provide an automated report. So after every assessment or every exercises is done, we give graphical reports so that the faculty members can take better decisions. At the same time, for the students also, we provide analysis and leaderboard reports for that, so that they can easily understand where they are lagging and how they can progress. So everything happens automatically, right? So one of the case studies that we have is, we have implemented our product at PSG College of Technology here in Coimbatore, right? Where they use our product right from their first year for laboratory implementation, right from the basic C, C++ to your advanced courses like Java, database management system, everything. So right from the first year they are using it. In the past 2 years, based on the records, we have clearly seen that there is an increase of 45% in the efficiency of the staff members, right? So the staff members are clearly focused on teaching, and everything else is taken care by the product. All right. The human interaction is taken care by the humans, and all the repetitive and machine works are taken care by the uh, you know the machine or NeoCola. So that's a quick introduction about our organization and the problem that we are uh, trying to solve and how we are solving it, right? So at this point, if you have any questions, you can go to the previous slide itself, Ramanathan. At this point, if you have any questions, you can put it across in the chat and I will address it. So if you have any questions or doubts on, on why we are solving it, how we are solving it, you can just put it on the chat box so that, I will be able to. All right. So we will move on. So I see that some of you are aspiring entrepreneurs. So I have some recommendations for you guys, right? So these are some of the books. It is a must read for any budding entrepreneur, right? So the first one is the E-Myth Revisited, right? Such an exciting book about how to start a business using a case study. Very small book, probably like say 150 or 200 pages. So it's a wonderful read. And likewise, Zero to One is another great book I would recommend for budding entrepreneurs. And the other books like the Motivation Myth, Business Marketing, and Atomic Habits. Right, Atomic Habits is again a great book, and in fact we give it to our team members to read it. So whoever is joining our organization, we recommend that all of them read this Atomic Habits as a book. So there might be some cases people who are not interested in books, right? So obviously you can YouTube search about this book in YouTube and check it. But apart from that, there are two very interesting documentaries. One is called Inside Bill's Brain, right? It is on Netflix. So this is a documentary on how Bill Gates, started off Microsoft and his Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and how he is solving all these problems through technology and what he has in mind for the future, right? How he thinks, right? All those things is like it's a fantastic documentary series that you can watch. And the second one is it's purely based on cricket, but you have a lot of leadership and team lessons that you can learn from this documentary series called The Test, right? So it is on Amazon Prime Video, so you would strongly recommend that you watch it. And finally, some movie recommendations as well, right? So we have a really good locally also we have very good movies, right? Guru, I'm sure most of you would have watched. And then recently, this movie called Surarai Potru, that is also an exciting movie for all budding entrepreneurs. There is also a pretty old movie called Rocket Singh, called The Salesman of the Year, right? So this will give you a clear understanding of how you can position your product and how you can reach out to your customers, how you can delight your customers, right? So that is a great insight that is takeaway from this movie called Rocket Singh. And then as always, the movie about Facebook called The Social Network, right? So that is another movie that you definitely have to watch if you're looking for an you know starting your own business or having a career, right? So yeah, that's pretty much from my side. um, if you have any questions, I mean, the forum is pretty much open for discussions, so I would be very happy to answer whatever questions that you have.
So in chat box there is one question as well.
Can you please read it out? I've connected through mobile. Sorry.
Yeah,
If
okay.
you can read it out.
So you said that the assistants there in the software, which is AI assistant or a human assistant, sir.
Yeah. So all these reporting, proctoring, all those things are AI assistants, right? So they take care of all the mundane activities. And we strongly believe that AI is not there to replace human activities. It is there to help us, right? In fact, if you visit our website, it will clearly say iamneo.ai is a nexus of human and machine intelligence, right? So wherever human intervention is there, uh, right? Like for example, sharing wisdom or helping in terms of the knowledge, there human assistance will be there. Uh, but in terms of reporting analysis, that requires a lot of manual work. For that, we use AI.
Students, any other questions? So if the students want to start on their own any startup, what is the way to start or incubate or how to get some funding? Is there any uh, ideas that you can able to give to me?
See, all those funding, getting incubated, getting accelerated, there are a lot of programs offered by the government and public-private partnerships. A lot of all these things are there.
Okay.
What is not available is a genuine problem that the aspiring entrepreneur wants to solve, right? For
So then,
example, if at all someone wants to be an entrepreneur, they need to identify a pressing problem, and they should have an idea to solve it. Right? I'll clearly take this example of this movie itself, the Surya's movie itself. Right? His problem statement is clear, right?
so it is
Flights
a
are expensive.
low
Yeah,
cost flight.
yeah, that is his solution. His solution is low cost, right? How can I make air transport more accessible to all the people, right? So that was his problem statement, and he had a solution for that, right? He clearly worked out on the cost. He clearly worked out on the labor. He has a clear roadmap on how and where he can buy the machinery, right? And at the same time, how we can bring the same with a low cost, right? So that is the kind of solution that you need to have, right? The other day when I had interacted with students of Amrita University, there was one student. This was a few years back. He found out that this used book sales is a unorganized market, right? So right now, they are going to the physical market and buying it and all that, right? This was few years back, right? Not right now. That time it was a good deal, right? So what he did was he built a platform where anyone can it was pretty much like eBay, where anyone can sell their own used books at a cost that they decide, and anyone else can buy, right? So it was pretty much like a marketplace that he was trying to build. So within the premises, it was successful, right? Within the university premises, people started using it. They started selling books through his platform, and in that he made a little margin, right? So that way it can be a very small problem, but if you have a great solution that can be implemented, then the other aspects comes into picture, right? You have a clear goal in mind, then you can approach the government, you can approach the bank, you can approach investors, anything can be done.
Yes, sir. Even in Amrita to Ukkadam is very long distance. That is the reason that he may be chosen that.
Exactly. That is the
Ukkadam
problem
there is,
statement.
correct. There is one of the good idea. Sir, there is another question. What will be the best domain to have a startup, sir?
It purely depends on you,
Good.
right? See, we shouldn't look at what is the best domain to start off. that the approach itself is wrong, right?
Yeah.
So how you need to look at it is like, for example, 5 years ago, like I and my team found that education is a big problem, right? So if you see now, all the edtech companies that you're seeing, right? All these companies were started in the last decade, right? Where they were focusing on including Byju's and all these White Hat Junior, whatever companies that you see, they identified the problem long back and they came up with a possible solution that they can address, right? So likewise, you need to identify what is the problem that is there, and that is which you want to address it, right? Eventually, if you have a good idea, it doesn't matter what area it is in, right? If it has a market, you will go ahead.
There is another question. Is there any free training or internship program in your company for final year students? The staff has been put in.
Yeah. So we do have options for internships, right? So it goes through our regular recruitment cycle, right? Where we do the assessment and interview them, and then if they are good enough, we'll hire them.
So there is another question. What is the best way to find a problem and how to approach it, sir?
See, best way to find the problem is there are problems everywhere,
Yeah.
right? You, it's
This
you
even
just
this,
have to, you just have to look at
pandemic
it.
makes things
Yeah.
different in terms of all.
Right. For example, I'm not sure how many of you know about this company called ID. He is selling dosa and idli batter.
Yeah, now it was
Right now, it's a huge company.
yeah. I understood
Right?
that there is
Yeah.
in YouTube also. It will be only idli, dosa,
Yes.
that batter only they have been selling.
Yes.
It's,
Yes. Right.
people are
So this guy is from IIM. He was an IT guy, and then he did an MBA at IIM, and then he decided to sell batter. Right. Now, 10 years back, this idea will be like, are you an idiot? Right.
yeah.
But
it will
today, it's a huge company.
Yeah.
Right. So he saw a problem there. Right.
Yes.
So he saw that there were a lot of bachelors, right, who need a quick meal at a low cost, right?
Yes.
Now the problem is to, in South India at least, the idli dosa is our, kind of like
Bread
a
and butter.
staple breakfast and dinner sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
So if this can be organized, it will be a great market for him, right? So he started, selling it, and today he is, selling a lot of things, and he's able to do it at scale, right? It's an international business, right?
Yes.
So as a simple problem as dosa batter is also a great idea, but if you have if you are sincerely thinking about these,
So the day-to-day
problems,
problem, whichever the person has been facing, and we try to address with the technology, and
correct.
it is a success mantra.
Yeah, it
Even
can be a
this-
technology. You can address a technology problem. You can address a process problem.
Yeah.
You can address a market problem, right? So there are different ways to it, right? Once you feel connected to that problem, then you know how to address it.
The only thing the student has to find a problem and what way they want to solve it.
Correct.
Their own style.
Yes.
Even if an existing style was there, they have to make a change and they need to do some giving in a new format.
Correct.
There is old wine in a new bottle, like something. Too much. So there is another question. Whether is there any government schemes that will provide us funds for the startup company like yours? Obviously, it is yes.
Yeah. You have. You can simply Google about funds for government funds for startup, right? There is a Startup India initiative where you have you have certain tax exemptions for a first few years, right? And if your ideas are good enough, there are a lot of startup forums, right, where you can pitch your idea and they will be able to facilitate and get you the funds, right? So there are definitely a lot of opportunities.
One more question was there. Tell us something about venture capitalist.
Okay, so venture capitalists are someone who can invest. See, we need to look at it as two ways, right? There are venture capitalist firms and there are venture capitalists, right? So what venture capitalist companies does is like they will pool funds from different investors, and that venture capitalist will fund your startup if your idea is scalable and if they have good returns. It is as simple as uh, you know uh, funding your mutual fund or buying a stock, right? So I am spending 10,000 rupees. I will give you 10,000 rupees. After 5 years, if you are able to give me 1 lakh, great, right? 5 years is not a big deal for me, right? So like me, the five people, give it to one guy, the venture capitalist firm, and they will decide whom to give that money, and then based on the returns that they get, they give it back to the individual investors.
All the thing as a profit or whatever they have been assured that 10,000 into for 1 lakh that could be.
Yeah, it depends, right? It depends, right? If I'm an angel investor, right? Let's say, one of your students has come up with a great idea, right? There are, I mean, this itself can go like a huge session, right? Maybe once your students are able to grasp and have some startup ideas, they can start thinking about venture capitalists. But here's a quick preview. It's basically someone who invests in your company,
Idea.
right? Right, in your
If
company.
my idea is being very new and no one is like in this firm kind of idea means they may be start investing on us.
Yeah. So basically, they'll invest in the company and the person behind it,
Yeah.
and who can execute that idea, right?
Yes.
Everybody can have ideas, but if you have an executable plan for your idea, people will be willing to fund you, right? So to give you an example, let's say one of your students, is starting a company. I see that he has a good idea, and he also has a plan on how to implement that idea, right?
Yes.
He says, hey, I'm building a cloud-based platform for solving this problem. So cloud, so much cost is required, so many human people, human labor is required, so many infrastructure labor is required. This is the cost, right? Then I'll say, hey, okay, great, fine. I like your idea, and I feel that you will be able to execute, right? So I'll give you some money, which you call it as a seed fund. And since I'm an individual, I'm called it as an angel investor. Let's say I'm giving 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 5 lakh, whatever that amount be, right? So then I get a certain percentage of your company shares, right? So that will be a mutual agreement, right? So today the company's worth might be like say 10 lakhs, right? After 5 years, your sales is really good, product is really good, right? Then it becomes 1 crore, right? So initially when I invested, the company worth is 10 lakhs. I gave you 5 lakhs, or let's say I'm giving you 1 lakh, right? So with this 10 percentage of 10 lakh, right? So my share in the company is 10 percentage, right? After 5 years, your company worth is 10 crore, right?
Yes.
So my share worth is 1 crore,
Yes.
right? So if I want to leave, I will sell off the investor. If I want to leave, I will sell my shares to the company or some other investor, and I'll go back with that 1 crore, right? So now whoever is buying this 1 crore, 1 crore rupees worth of shares, after 10 years, right? Your company worth maybe it even may move to 100 crores, right? Then his share will become 10 crores, right? Then he will decide to move out, right? So that way this kind of investment works out, right? So nobody gives money for free. Obviously they expect some returns. So that's how investments work. Any other questions?
Any questions, students? Students, any questions? Ma'am?
Yes, sir, we can finish, sir.
Yeah. Sir, questions are over, sir. Is there any from your side, any idea
Nothing much,
how
sir. I think
you have
if,
been?
if they are able to, go through those movies or documentaries or books, that will be a great point for them to start.
Thank you, sir. Hearing thank you convey a sense of accomplishment, positive reinforcement of appreciation. Saying thank you express your gratitude for people and things and can open up innumerable doors. So now I would like to call upon Professor K. Angapan, Placement Officer, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Sir, it gives me immense pleasure in providing this vote of thanks for this program. As soon as I have been requested, Kripakar, he has been arranged this wonderful lecture. And also Mr. Ramanathan, who has also been there here to provide a support to in terms of providing this lecture. Sir, actually, our students have been more interested in terms of starting a startup. Few of them have been expressed their interest, but you have also given a certain insight in terms of how to inspire or how to motivate them by way of seeing some documentary as well as that books that you have been given. Let I hope that the students will also be read those things, the books, and as well as the movies, like how that Bill Gates have been started his company, and he has been the number one richest person in the world for some period of time. That DOS operating system that he has been make it as MS Windows operating system later, and he has been right now the uh, world's richest person and a great philanthropist also. Okay, sir. Thank you for your wonderful speech. Uh, I will also thank the management and Dr. Anita, HOD IT, and Dr. Jyotish Kumar, CSC HOD, for their uh, wonderful arrangements for this IIC, Aruna Engineering College Council, the IIC program. We expect more kind of input from you for this kind of startup initiatives in our college, sir. Thanking you very much, sir. Thanks the students for your patience and your support in terms of joining this lecture by 7 p.m. Evening after your schedule. And thanks for your support. We need always your support. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thanks everyone for joining. I hope it was helpful. Uh, I'll be very happy if one of you, at least one of you, is able to pursue a career by starting their own business.
Even one person, if you have been started a company after getting an inspiration, that is a great things that. So, if possible, as you mentioned, that there is a kind of free training as well as internship, kindly extend to our students.
Sure, sure. I'll get in touch with the recruitment team. Based
Sir,
on
we
their
will look forward for
requirements, they
such a
will
support,
get
sir.
back.
Further, we will our students will contact you, sir. If anything, any doubts they have, or please help them. Thank you, sir.
Any internship, you can kindly let us know, sir. So we will, even for third year, like work from home type of things that it was there means third year or final year, you can let me know.
Sure, sir. I'll check with the recruitment team, and if there is a
Yes.
need, we'll definitely get back.
Yeah, sure, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you all. Thank you so much. Bye.
Yeah.